Worcestershire and Harrogate, was home to a spectral wolf known as the Harlow Hound. The wild wolf, Great Dane Cross, is said to have roamed free on the hill in the 1970s, frightening farmers and worrying sheep. Angry farmers banded together to kill the animal, shot it up its body in the Ship Inn for all. The Ship Inn has since been demolished and Marks and Spencer's now stands in its place. Its shade is still seen from time to time roaming around the area.
Give us a description again, Deb.
Don't forget, Carol, the camera's on you. Don't give them Karen, they'll blow up if you give them Karen.
cross.
Bloody hell.
So that, I mean, Great Danes are massive, wolves are massive, so I'm thinking it's quite bulky.
Exactly, and how again, and that M&S that's there, it's is it by panel?
Yeah.
So that M&S is absolutely, it's one of those big M&S
like
food
food
stores.
yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
But the area, I mean, it's all.
Ground below.
Beckwithshire borders on like proper this kind of thing, doesn't it?
So like this, yeah.
Yeah. So you could see that.
Wow.
So that was, and I thought it was a bit.
Yeah, I like that.
A bit good because it's 1970s. It's more.
If the farmers are reporting it, it's something they don't recognise.
Yeah.
Quite recent as well.
Yeah, 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Farmers tend to know what the cattle looks like.
Yeah.
Don't they,
Well, yeah, and what natural things roam about.
Yeah.
So the next one's more of a haunting. Hales Bar is the oldest licensed premises in Harrogate. It's an old coaching inn founded in the mid-17th century. Rebuilt in 1827, it became the Promenade Inn. This was enlarged in 1856 and the name was changed to Hodgson's. When William Hale took it over in 1882, it became the Hales Bar. In keeping with its history, it still maintains gas lighting and cigar lighters. I'm presuming cigar lighters are some sort of Victorian thing that they had in pubs, I don't know.
What's that?
A cigar lighter. I think it's a Victorian.
Yeah.
Would it have come out the wall like a gas light?
Maybe, yeah, like a flame
Like
that people
like
just
a
walked up to.
candle-like flame,
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
like a pilot light.
For the most part, it exhibits ghostly manifestations.
You need to have a special cutter, didn't they, for 'em? For the end. Cutter for the end.
For the end of the cigar.
Yeah.
For the most part, it exhibits ghostly manifestations which include poltergeists with strange sounds of manic laughter. Licensees have reported bottles and glasses falling off the shelves, spinning and dropping, however they never smash. Customers have witnessed shadows walking through the bar. When the building was investigated by a paranormal team, the static camera caught a black shape floating behind an internal door, and the light on the camera adjusted itself to it.
Oh, that means it's recognised.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
That's a shame. She said an hour after, it's still going on, this click-clack. She said, so I go to the window and I looked out and she's kind of almost near the house now. She said, but she's got like hobnail boots on. Now I think she said, she's not described it, but she said she's all huddled up like this. I'm thinking it's a shawl. Yeah. She said, and it's 90 degrees, she's walking in these woolly pants like it's freezing. And she said, as I'm looking out the window, you know when you think, oh, she'll see me, so I hid. She said, and then I thought, why am I hiding? I've not done anything. And she stuck out, and this woman just turned and looked at her, and she had the face of the hag.
Oh.
She said, and she just stared at me. So she runs back in the bedroom, and then tries to get herself together and think, no, someone playing a trick on me, yeah? She said, it sticks me out, there's nothing. She said, and I saw these two cats come walking from either end and they just sat together. And that kind of ended the energy kind of thing. Yeah. She went to bed and she went to sleep and that one was over and done with. And she said to me, my grandparents lived in a house in Halifax. And she said, when they first moved in it, my granddad had just come back from the war and he had shell shock, they used to call it. And the kids would complain at night that someone was knocking on the walls and pulling the blankets off the beds and stuff. So the kids would be running up and down, and he said next door neighbour would start banging on chimney breasts. You know, like the terraces, you'd share a chimney breast. She said, and it goes on and on and on, and at the end my granddad said, I fucking have that neighbour. So he goes next door and knocks on and he says, look mate, I know the kids are being a bit of a pain, but stop knocking on the chimney, it's not helping. And he went, I thought you were knocking on the chimney. He said, I figured you'd just cracked up during war, and so I didn't want to stay out, you know, Yorkshire folk.
Yeah.
He said, so that night, he said, right, I'm going to sit downstairs and put this to bed once and for all. So he sat on his chair, and this German soldier appears in front of him and says, you killed me in the war. So you come back and meet me tomorrow night and we'll shake hands on this and put it to bed. And she said, my granddad packed everyone up that day and moved him out of Halifax into Harrogate. And she said years after, my dad said to him, why did you not meet him? He said, because I wouldn't have made it through the night. He thought that he'd come for him.
Right.
And he said, did you kill him, Dad? And he said, I might have done, son. It was a war. A lot of people were killed.
Well, you don't stop to ask names, do you, in war?
So you think those two stories there, if we hadn't met through Lee, Nellie wouldn't have not told me those stories, and then I wouldn't have known him like to kind of share them with other people.
Yeah.
And Well, initially she said to me, no, I've not got any paranormal experience. But there was another one and I can't.
That's
bring
what
it to
happens
mind.
though when someone
does.
jogs your memory about things. Like
Yeah.
you keep doing it to me and it's freaking me out.
No, there was another one and I can't remember what it was because I've had
Like
two
her with
brand
a big
new
arm in the
reports
shot.
come in this week. Let me do that. Oh yeah, it's been around.
That's stuck in my head now though.
Yeah, she's lovely, Kelly.
I go home and phone my mum in a bit and go, do you remember that woman with the big arm in the shop? She'll go, bleeding hell, have you remembered her?
Me.
Says,
She's
not
on me mum's
kissing Debbie
creeping
again.
Does anybody know anything about Whitwell Woods?
Wait, well, I've heard that.
Well,
yeah. Does anybody know
I've
anything
heard
about that?
of
Is
that,
there
no.
any findings or sightings or anything that way? We went for the first time for a walk the other night, and I took a ghost app just for a laugh. I'm a bit sceptical about ghost apps and things, but I took it along with me. But it wasn't just what was said in the ghost app, it was the feeling I was getting myself the further I went in. The dark
energy.
it just
what
didn't feel
what
right.
app did you use, Linda?
Very
Sorry?
quiet.
Which app did you use?
It was it's Haunted Finders app. You know that group Haunted Finders? It's their
Can I have a
spirit
look when you
app.
get home, darling? I'll have
Spooky dooky.
So Deb, the next lot, Deb printed off for me to read out because my printer's not working.
different newspapers, so pardon me.
Right. So we're on to the Hull Werewolf, which obviously, if there is a crossroads here or a
That way.
is that we're that way?
Yeah,
I'm no good with directions, mate. I need a compass on my knee. Yeah, so we're that way.
Knees.
Knees. Thank you, Len. The Hull Werewolf 2016. A woman who sighted the potential werewolf in December told the Express it stood upright one moment, the next it was down on all fours running like a dog. I was terrified. It vaulted 30 foot over to the other side and vanished up the embankment and over a wall into some allotments. She said that it both ran on all two legs and all...
And
Sorry.
then all four.
She said it both ran on two legs and on all fours, as if with the qualities of both human and wolf. Another couple said they saw something tall and hairy eating a dog next to the channel which
An
runs through the
Alsatian.
countryside.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because didn't it pick it up and take it off over the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Alsatian.
That's
I
the
remember
Probably
that.
Bamston.
45 kilos with a dog there.
Yeah,
Bamston
Easy.
drain.
Yeah.
easy.
They added that it jumped over an 8-foot fence with the animal in its mouth. Another woman who was walking her dog spotted something half dog, half human, she told the Express. Her dog, she said, refused to go any further along the path they were walking down. According to the newspaper, locals, who believe something could be lurking round the banks of the Bamston Drain, are going to go on a hunt on the night of the next full moon. They will be armed with cameras to prove their scary sightings were real. Local Labour councillor Steve Wilson said he was willing to offer his services to the effort. He told the Express, "I am happy to keep a diary of sightings by people around here and report them to Hull Council," who probably won't really do anything with them.
No, they wouldn't.
Probably fence the area off.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
There might be some reports in their archives that we could kind of
Yeah.
send them an email and see if we could.
I'll just send him an email and say if he had any reports.
Yeah.
After
worth a
this
try,
thing
innit?
in Express, yeah. Witnesses and folklore experts have been quick to link the sightings to the well-known legend Old Stinker. Old Stinker is said to roam in the Yorkshire Wolds, an area of beautiful countryside north of the Bamston Drain. More specifically, the beast is supposed to stalk the Wold-Newton Triangle, an area known for mysterious activity. For centuries, tales have circulated of zombies, ghosts, the Old Stinker werewolf and other paranormal activity. There is the legend of a werewolf called Old Stinker, a great hairy beast with red eyes, who was so called because he had bad breath, author Charles Christian told the Hull Daily Mail. It was known for the wolves to dig up corpses from graveyards. From that sprung the idea that they are supernatural beings who took the form of werewolves. When people would glimpse what they thought were the real lights of a car in front, it would instead reveal itself to be the eyes of a wolf, the red eyes of a wolf. I'm reading in my not reading glasses.
No,
I don't have
that's all
reading
right.
glasses. But now those well versed in the paranormal fear that Old Stinker has outgrown his triangular haunt and moved to the Bamston Drain. Old Stinker returns to Hull in 2016. A woman has described the moment she came face to face with the notorious werewolf Old Stinker. Gemma Waller, an animal rescue worker, was driving through the East Riding village of Halsham when she believed she saw the legendary creature. The 24-year-old said the beast looked like a big dog with a human face. In May this year, the Mail reported how witnesses had claimed to see an 8-foot, half-man, half-dog creature stalking land off Beverley Road in Hull. Folklorists then made the connection with the legend of Old Stinker, a werewolf said to stalk the Yorkshire wolds. Miss Waller was with 2 friends at the time of the sighting. She says, "We were driving down the country lane on our way to get some pizza, and my friend in the back seat said that he had seen a fox. I looked on my driver's side and saw the beast on all 4s, who started to walk straight towards my car on 2 legs. It looked like a big dog, probably bigger than my car, but it had a human face. It also had this cream and grey fur. My automatic reaction was to keep on driving, but thankfully it didn't keep coming towards me. It just turned off around and ran off diagonally. Everyone in the car was really shaken. We'd never seen anything like that before." The party stopped their car at a nearby petrol station to calm themselves down. When concerned staff asked what was wrong, the friends described what they had seen. Staff then told them about the beast of Bouncing Drain. Ms Waller said, "We had never heard about it before, but when we started reading up about it, it was exactly like what we saw. It just made us more scared, to be honest, and I didn't get any sleep that night. It was just like a horror movie." Sightings of Old Stinker are believed to date back to the 18th century, when wolves still stalked the countryside. In one report from the 1960s, a lorry driver said a creature had tried to smash its way through his windscreen as he drove along a remote Wolds road.
That was that logging wagon, wasn't it?
Scared me.
2 things you can tell.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
The fact that
someone
they
tried
see
to
him
get in the
coming from
window because you're not
graveyards.